what I kind of want to look at over the next 20 minutes is let's try and demystify this idea of teacher development. I think it's something that can feel like a big mountain to climb, a big burden on us. I want to try and look at some very simple ways that it can be a part of our very busy lives, why it's important for us and our students, and how to roll it into our lives in sort of easy and accessible. Yeah. So a little bit more detail. What we're going to look at in this session is we're going to consider why development can be problematic as a process. We're going to listen to one teacher's story, one teacher who was involved in a small project that I set up earlier this year. And we're going to share a couple of simple ideas for our own development. So hopefully you'll have some things that you can take away from this session. But before I go any further, I have a confession to make to you all. I hate the title of my talk. And I'll tell you why. It reminds me of all of those lists I see on social media, things like a 24-minute morning routine of highly effective people, or top tips for self-improvement. These kind of lists I hate because I'm just too busy for these kinds of lists. I'm too busy for 5 minutes of this or 10 minutes of that. I'm busy, and busy is impressive, and busy is important, and busy is productive, right? But most of the time I end up looking a little bit like this. Yeah? And the thing is, I'm definitely too busy for development. It's not something I have time for in my day. Development is for people who work in universities, who have endless time and unlimited funding. It's a luxury I don't necessarily think I have time for, because I'm busy and impressive and important and productive, right? But most of the time I look like that. The truth is that there is nothing more impressive or important or productive than focusing on myself. I can only do my best by my students, by my colleagues, by my employer, if I do my best by myself. It's my professional imperative to make myself my first priority. And to that end, I believe that small acts can have a transformative effect on my practice. And so I decided to do a short project to see if this was true. A short introduction into this project. I gathered together 3 teachers from various parts of the world, from various contexts, one based in Russia, one based in France, and one based in Brazil. I spent 1 hour with each of them in a short coaching session, trying to identify what was the issue that they wanted to explore over the course of this project. I presented them with a number of tasks which they could use to explore you, and they picked a task which they felt comfortable with. And over the course of 2 weeks, they undertook this task, and I asked them to complete 3 reflections on the process. I also put them together in a Facebook group. It's a closed space for us, obviously, with time zones and our busy lives. It's difficult for us to keep a contact, and so this social media space became an important space for us to share our problems over the 2 weeks, our successes and our reflections. So that's how the project works.